The hut's behind me now, just over that hill. Some mist near the water there. And this is the North Mavora Lake first thing in the morning on day 124. Hoping to get to Kiwi Burn Hut today. It's too far to get to the road, which will be 50 k's, 50 plus k, 52 roughly. So Kiwi Burn Hut's about 25ish. Make it there and then head out to the road tomorrow. So day 124 begins now. This has been a nice easy morning. Did 5 kilometres in the first hour, bang on, and young Luke's with me this morning. And we've made great progress. We're about 3 kilometres now from the Mavora campsite, where we're not staying. It's only just after 8 o'clock in the morning, but I'll probably stop for a Scooby snack and move on from there. And again, destination tonight, the Kiwi Burn Hut. We just hit our first set of trees for the day, and a beautiful shot of the lake as we walk through. Very calm, very peaceful, no one else around. Good day. This is the Mavora campsite, and these 3 boys here, Reed, Alistair and Rob, have just picked up all the litter from the fire in the previous campsite that shouldn't really be burnt, and they're taking it out and putting it in a proper bin. Top marks, guys, well done.
Thank you.
Very, very good. Really impressed. So we're going to push on now and head towards the Kiwi Burn Hut. It's actually quite quiet on this campsite. What do you reckon? I thought it'd be a lot busier for a weekend.
Still only 9 a.m.
Yeah, but I thought they'd be here last night. Probably the cold snap maybe has kept people away. So we've left the North Mavora Lake behind. Now here's the South Mavora Lake. And an interesting fact about this lake is that this is where 2 crucial parts of the Lord of the Rings movies were filmed. The breaking of the Fellowship at the end of movie 1, when Sean Bean comes to an end, and also the beginning of movie 2, where Aragorn fears for the safety of Merry and Pippin, and then does some detective work and realises that they may still be alive. Nice day today, beautiful blue skies, hence the very crisp and cool morning. And that's one thing everyone's commented on. The temperature dip, the need for extra layers has been quite obvious. But very enjoyable last few days so far. South Mavora Lake, very quiet and calm around here. Just on my own at the moment. 3 boys are in front, Luke's behind. Luke's got the idea of pushing on a little bit further than Kiwi Burn Hut and maybe camping, which I think is quite a good idea. It reduces the workload for tomorrow, and the Kiwi Burn Hut is actually off trail a little bit, which is extra work. So let's see how the day goes. This is Ross and Luke on the bridge, and this takes up to 10 people. It's a little bit swingy, but it's very squeaky. And the beautiful South Mavora Lake with the backdrop of the mountains. Awesome. So we're walking along this beautiful track, and what happens, Luke? You hear it? What did you hear?
Boff.
And I had a big fall. I just had a big fall on that little twig. Just there, just caught it on the side of it, went smack on my face. Uninjured, fortunately, but goodness me, gives you a bit of a shock. Oh, dear me. The most innocuous little track, and I end up falling over. Anyway, uninjured, time to go on. Hi, mate. Let's have a look around, see what's going on. So what was a really nice track has sort of turned into a bit of a mess. There's a lot of tree fall now, mixed with some good walking parts, another little tree down here, and clearly this track's not very well maintained. So it's just a little bit time consuming now. Back 6 k's from the hut. Very early though, early days. So this track just gets worse and worse and worse. I've got no idea how to get around this. Let's work my way up there maybe and see if we can swing around that way. Yeah, what a shame. It's a nice track otherwise. And just been tree fall after tree. Just coming out of the forest on a nice little flat bit where I can steal a few meters. Great. I've actually been able to pinch more than a few meters here. Looks like I might get a nice little burst going. Then I think head back towards the forest shortly. Beautiful day. And the track headed back into the forest for what was a fairly easy stretch of sidling. And look what we have here. Well, hello Scree Slope. Long time no see, haven't seen you for a few weeks. And another one. And these trees are not little small trees you can just hop over. They're pretty mighty ones. I think I've got somewhere around where I can get around here. It took me a while to find the track again after the last one, so I'm going to try and wade through this one. Man, this is frustrating. There's a ribbon on a tree there, which maybe is trying to give me an alternative way around. I might follow that for a while, but that's what got me hideously lost last time. Let's see how we go. So I just bumped into Athena having lunch, and then this young gentleman here turns up from Lumsden. How are you?
How you doing?
Good on you. So he's just come across the swing bridge there, which I'm not crossing. I'm on my way to the Kiwi hut. Nice to see the young policeman there on the swing bridge. Not super swingy, but he hasn't got a pack on his back. And we've just had some open field to walk across to eat up some meters. Score! So we've left the forest and we also left the track. The hut is 1.5 kilometres off the trek, and we've hit a lovely open field where we can gobble up some of those meters. Here is the Kiwi hut we got here, and that's the view you get from it. Nice tuna wrap sandwich for lunch today. Well deserved. Got in after 2 in the end. That is 1.5 kilometres off the trek, but quite happy to sit down and eat now. And that was the end of day 124. And a beautiful little scenic view from the hut. A funny sort of day. Road walking at first, then got a really easy walk in the forest, followed by coming across lots of felled trees that took a little while to get over. Really wasn't that bad. I probably wasn't in the right mood for it. And the hut is full. It's a 12 bunk hut and all beds are taken. No one's on the floor yet, so hopefully no one else turns up. And day 125 involves crossing the river first thing in the morning, which is probably going to involve wet feet, and then a road walk or a track walk onto the main state highway 94 between Mossburn and Tiarnau, and finishing at the corner of Pinchester Road and the state highway, and then managing to find my way into Tiarnau. So I'll spend tomorrow night in Tiarnau and then back on the trail the day after. And that was day 124.